the coal smuggling scam, the recruitment scam, the way they have tried to raise funds fraudulently, which is now under investigations, those bonds that the government raised, basically forfeiting the future of the state of Kerala by raising money which is questionable. I think the people of Kerala are wise, and the politics that is happening nationally, there is an attempt to find a foothold for the BJP and NDA in Kerala, which is not going to happen. The BJP got a grand total of 1 seat in last elections, but this time they will be wiped out. But the more important question is, and this is something that the people of Kerala have now clearly understood, that why is it that during the LDF's time, whenever there is a government of the LDF, the BJP gets stronger and stronger. The fact that the BJP and NDA are able to blossom whenever there is a LDF government is a very important question that the voters want to know the answer to. And I believe that the manifesto of the UDF has been singularly focused on a positive agenda. We've offered to give 100 units of electricity free of cost. We have committed ourselves to giving financial help to housewives between the age of 40 and 60, direct benefit transfers, cash transfers. The Nyaya program, which has been talked about, I'll come to it later, has been announced in this manifesto. We have focused on rebuilding tourism, the economy of the state, the detrimental effect that the lockdown had, the money ban had, the GST implementation had. The BJP and the Government of India have not been able to answer any of those questions. The so-called COVID package, financial package, no real benefits have occurred to the common households, to the middle classes, to the poor people of Kerala. Kerala is a progressive state. Kerala is a state that has secular values, and I think Kerala represents the best of India, which is caste, color, religion, creed, language, all come together and form a vibrant, forward-looking, democratic state that has the best interest of its people at mind. And in this election also, the Congress party and the UDF are focusing on what can be done to revive and rebuild the state of Kerala. Now, a lot of opinion polls, a lot of media campaigns have been there. But don't forget, many a times exit polls have come wrong. So I would not pay too much attention to the opinion polls that have been doing the rounds the last few weeks. The campaign of the party has been very strong. Mr. Rahul Gandhi ji and Priyanka Gandhi ji have led from the front, and all leaders of the Congress party in Kerala are united. We're putting up a positive agenda for the people to listen to, and I'm absolutely confident that on May 2nd, when the results are declared, we will have a comprehensive victory and form a government of the UDF. The LDF government, I think, says a lot of things. Just to take one issue up of the coastal areas. The Government of India made 3 laws which are anti-farmers. The whole country is up in arms, still agitating and wanting a removal and withdrawal of the 3 farm laws. They attack the farmers. The left government in Kerala and Trivandrum is attacking the fishermen folk. Now the fact that they were mortgaging and they were giving up the sea and the seashore to American company, the same left party which withdrew support from the UPA government of Dr. Manmohan Singh ji on the nuclear deal issue, today is going out and signing MOUs, and then when they are caught red-handed under pressure, then they withdraw it. The fact that they wanted to have this large MOU executed tells you the intention was not in favor of the fishermen folk and of the people who live in the coastal areas, but somehow to get corporatization done of the entire belt, the coastal belt of Kerala. Same way, Government of India is hell-bent upon selling off PSUs, airports, ports, railways, any PSU they want to get rid of. Same BJP in opposition through the Swadeshi Jagran Manch opposed any disinvestment, opposed FDI in insurance, FDI in defense. Exactly opposite is what they're doing today. They opposed the GST when they were in opposition. They opposed the Aadhaar card, the DBT, and today now exactly is that's what they're doing. Same is the duplicity of the LDF government here. Instead of focusing, and of course as a responsible opposition, it is our job to make the government of the day accountable, make them answer tough questions, which they've refused to do, putting FIRs, blaming the central government for everything, and yet, like I said in the beginning, it is during the LDF regime that the Bharatiya Janata Party gets the biggest stronghold and they get a foot in the door.